I want to talk to you about the eduroam login process. Eduroam is an amazing success story, right? You arrive at a university or even here at TNC, your device connects automatically and you have internet access. It's great. But let me ask you a question. If you think back, at least at some point, did you have trouble configuring one of your devices for eduroam access? Or did you even ask a friend or a colleague to do it for you because it was too complicated? If your answer is yes, I can assure you, you are not alone. This is so big of a problem, there is an Instagram account full with hundreds of memes how difficult it is to connect to eduroam. It doesn't have to be this way, and we have an idea how to change that. So let's talk about the eduroam login and the requirements for it. What we want is a secure system, so attackers can't eavesdrop on credentials. We want a usable system, so users can configure their devices easily. And we want users to be able to bring their own devices into the mix. And my experience from working with eduroam over years now is from these three, choose two. So if you want a secure and a usable system, you usually end up with a mobile device management solution where every device is centrally managed. If you want users to be able to bring their own device now, well, now you have to explain to the users how to connect to eduroam. If you do it manually, it's very complicated. Using the Get Eduroam app takes a lot of complexity out of that, but you still have to direct the users to the app. And if your users just connect, click on the SSID, enter their credentials, and ignore all warning, well, you end up with a very insecure system. In eduroam, we're still using mostly password-based credentials, and we can look a little bit beyond the scope of eduroam and see what others in the internet are doing. And the web, for example, is moving more and more away from passwords and is moving towards passkeys. Passkeys are a great way of authentication because they are mostly phishing resistant, they are very easy to use, and if you use discoverable credentials, you don't even need a username, which can also improve the user's privacy, especially in eduroam. So now the question is, why can't we use passkeys for eduroam login as well? And the good news is, you actually could. In a joint venture between Restena, DFN, and some others, we have developed a specification called EEP-NetAuthn, which does exactly this, using passkeys for eduroam login. The process can be very simple. The user registers a device-bound passkey on the website, and then on the device, clicks the SSID, enters the university's domain, and connects. Everything else is configured automatically. It could also integrate well with existing identity management solutions. So if a user already has a passkey registered for the university account, they could use it for eduroam login as well. We have a working proof of concept to showcase that this login method actually works, and you could even log into eduroam here at TNC using EEP-NetAuthn as your login method. I've tried it myself. Unfortunately, we're hitting a little bit of an obstacle bringing the specification forward and towards production readiness. So we have submitted a draft of the protocol specification to the IETF for standardization. But since passkeys are a web technology and used almost exclusively in the web context, we need to talk to other organizations as well. The W3C owns WebAuthn, the standard behind passkeys, and the FIDO parts of WebAuthn are owned by the FIDO Alliance. So we need to bring these stakeholders together to extend the WebAuthn standard to allow use cases outside the web context. If any of you has connections in the W3C, ideally directly in the WebAuthn working group or in the FIDO Alliance, please reach out to me so we can advance these standards together. If you're interested in general in this, please also come talk to me. I'm happy to share more about this because I believe we can continue the amazing success story of eduroam, but in order to do this, we need a login method where we can finally choose all three: secure, usable, and BYOD capable. Thank you.